Well, that night I went into the hospital, and when I got to the hospital, I had no idea, but I went. I was fully septic. I went into septic shock and was fighting for my life. I was inches from death. Um, when I woke up days later to my sister telling me, "You absolutely have to go to Teen Challenge," because her and her oldest fell to their knees the night that I went to the hospital, and they begged Jesus to save my life, and he did. And that just shows the power of Jesus, and it shows faith. The two of them had so much faith, and they prayed so hard, and they knew that Jesus could do it, and he did it. So I went to Teen Challenge. I did the year program there, and I have totally changed my life. I've gotten away from the drug dealing, the gang life, the living on the streets, the IV use. Everything is in the past now. I'm free. I'm safe. I'm a child. I'm a child of God. I'm happy, and I can safely say that I will never ever go back to that. And it's because of the way that the Lord uses the ministry of Teen Challenge to cater to people that are in my position. Um, I will never ever be upset for what I went through. I am happy for what I went through because it has given me a platform so I can glorify what Jesus and what God can do for somebody that was at such despair as I was. So I plan to be employed with Teen Challenge for most likely for the rest of my life, depending on where God takes me. I got into Global University into their pastoral program, and I'm fully dedicated my life to taking it step by step, day by day with the Lord. So life's great. I wanted to touch on one more thing. So I was diagnosed. I tested positive for COVID-19. Now it was only by the grace of God that I didn't get as much as a runny nose. We know the damage that COVID-19 is doing in this world. So an asymptomatic person like myself has to be extra careful, because if I didn't know, who knows? I could have gone out and I could have infected a bunch of people, and somebody with a not so good immune system could have passed away from it. So we have to be so careful about this awful disease that is plaguing our world right now. We have to be on guard, and we have to do what the government's telling us to do. And as hard as it is, we've got to stay sheltered, and we've got to stay inside, and we've got to isolate. So everyone do your part. I know that by God's grace that I came home and we didn't know that I had it due to the fact that I was asymptomatic, and praise the Lord, none of the kids got sick. My sister didn't get sick, and neither did her husband. So God has been good to us, but it is not, I love this verse. It is not by sight that we see, but it is by faith. Okay, we walk by faith, not by sight. So the faith that we have in this household is what has kept us healthy, whole, and holy. So thank you guys for listening, and take care. Turn it off.